speaking of, I'm gonna rein us back in for the first time.
Because we're going to the heavyweights, aren't we?
Nice little segue to the heavies. Caleb.
Nice.
And I got the perfect place to start in the heavies. We're starting with the winners. We're not this time.
Start with you, sir.
I'm gonna start with me too, because my first match was against the Tower of Power. The powerful Pawnee. I was the champion of Matt's Tournament Sumo.
Yeah. I was so nervous and I was just like, oh my God, what is it? And it was hot and it was it was scary, but
Of all the people you could have gone up against for your very first tournament out.
It had to be someone who just got his Shodan rank, who can now be called Sensei. So I was like, shit. No, but I was like, I'm going to give it my all. I'm going to just just push as hard as I could, but you got down and up, and I was like, shit, he stood me up. I tried to waggle my leg, while I was on the Tawara. I was like, God damn it, trying to grab onto whatever I could with my leg to push myself back in. But
yeah.
Oh yeah, you did. My heart was pounding after that. I went right after that match. I went over, I think it was to Justin. I was like, that is a mountain of a man right there.
Yeah, you literally said that. You literally said that.
Yeah, I remember the first time I wrestled you, Justin. I remember right after you were like, you are a very difficult person to move. Which is funny because I could feel you trying to drive me back and you're like, man, screw this, and just flop me down.
I was like, I can't push a mountain. Okay, I'll just go around it.
I gotta say though, you're one of the most fun people to watch get flopped. Just because I don't know, it's like watching someone toss a bowl of Jell-O out of the bowl or something. I don't know. It's mesmerizing to me. Oh, look at him, he's getting flopped.
I get flopped a lot.
Actually,
it's
what impressed me, man, it was people talk about me about how flexible I am for a guy who's over 400 pounds. You are a very flexible big man. You have a Shakiri that I wish I had. You get really freaking low, and I'm like, God, I want to do that. I feel you're
I want to do that.
I was thinking spider stance, in Sumo,
I was, what's funny? I was actually considering doing that. I was like, what if I just get really, really low? Because if I'm as low as I could, then just pop up, But
Angel's badass at it.
I was about to say, Angel's he crouches down. His legs are all up at an angle. He does look like a spider, like a wolf spider.
Yeah.
Angel's a badass.
Another one highlight for me, I will say, or a guy that I was like, damn, was Robert.
Oh, Robert Westbrook.
He had a Viking looking little thing. Good Lord. And I was like, so my guy, Steve, Steamroller Steve, right now he's off doing Formula One racing stuff or whatever.
Oh.
Most people don't know he's part of a pit crew for racing.
Pit crew guys.
Oh, that's badass.
Shit.
Cool, right?
So he's off, and last I checked, he was in Germany, and then and now France. So
that is cool.
I'm pretty bummed because I thoroughly wanted to see a match between Robert and Steamroller Steve.
I did too.
Fuck yeah, dude! I could just
Thunder Mountain over here. I'm just like.
Oh man, it'd be like Game of Thrones. It'd be like the Mountain versus the Hound, just giant.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, they're just kaiju. They're just kaiju.
Yeah. When that match happens, that it will definitely be.
I am going to be there. I am going to see that in person. I have to be there.
With popcorn.
Yeah, I was disappointed. I didn't get to take on Robert or Khalil. I didn't get to take on either.
Did either of you get to go against Robert?
Oh, I didn't.
I didn't either.
Because I fought Robert before and just got my meat flopped.
14 heavyweights. There were a lot of people to get through.
Dude,
yeah.
speaking of Khalil, that is one of the most determined men I have ever fucking seen. That guy is he's got like so much willpower. Like,
Just
Well,
needs
I
to
agree.
stretch.
I'm about to say, he needs the willpower to warm up beforehand. That's what he needs the willpower to do.
oh,
It's really impressive that he can go, but I'm also like, dude, you wouldn't have to if you just take some time to warm up and stretch your muscles.
Got to keep that body warm.
Gotta keep that body warm. It's just half of the, it's what you gotta do, man. I love that guy. I love fighting him. He's fun. A lot of people aren't my size.
I want my rematch against Khalil. I haven't fought him since the Houston Tokyo Night Festival.
Oh yeah, I saw that video. Oh man,
almost like he caught me right at the end, but I was like, man, I almost had him out. I almost whipped him out.
Yeah, he is a machine. He's like, I've only beat him once by a fluke, and that was it.
Are there any other any solid highlights that you would that you'd like to call out, sir?
I would say, let's see,
those Egyptian
matches that excited you.
Oh man, I was like super excited about what was it, Kamal? Like, because I didn't quite know what to expect, but he was like, I was like impressed. I was like, holy shit! What, like, who does he train with? What does he do? And like, apparently he just trains by himself, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that the guy who's living in New York?
Yeah, him and his other friend. Like, there's actually 3 or 4 Egyptians that roll in a crew together. And they come to different tournaments. And so Muhammad didn't come this time. I think he's light heavy or middle.
No, he's middleweight.
He's middleweight. Sorry,
the light heavy guy came.
And one other, but I cannot remember his name.
I haven't met.
But I love Kamal because he's like, I don't know, he's super, like, he's super positive all the time, and
he's a sweetheart.
And he knows his sumo. He knows.
I could tell.
Was that the one that Lori and Bruce interviewed?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because he said he just trains by himself up in New York, and I was like, let me get on Instagram and introduce him to Oscar Dolan, and they can fucking get together there. And
I was like, they're in the New York club now, dude. Yeah, I watch him on Facebook. He does videos sometimes. Usually he just like hits a heavy bag for wtih training and stuff like that. He doesn't actually get to wrestle or anything. And so,
but he also does know what's his name? The former pro Egyptian Osonorashi. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's here in the US. He's doing MMA now.
Ozuna Arashi's in the US?
Oh wow.
Doing MMA?
He's been here. I've trained with him a few times over in Los Angeles.
I am jealous of that.
Oh, dude.
Look him up look up his Instagram. He's here and he's full on MMA training.
Oh hell yeah.
That's really cool.
Oh, he has a gym. I don't know what state he's in. I want to say North Carolina or somewhere random. I don't think he's in New York with the rest of them. I don't know.
But that's badass though. I mean, that's like yet another. So there's Ozuna Arashi, there's Soslan, and then Yama, I guess.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. Holy shit.
And there used to be Biamba.
Oh, R.I.P. But the other guy that I was like super impressed with was Neri. I think he was one of the Sambo guys from Arlington. One of those, I think, what are they called? Ronin Rikishis?
Ronin Rikishi,
yeah, he was a taller guy, bigger guy, kind of like me, had like some tattoos.
I was impressed.
Of course. Yeah. So he's one of the two who him and his brother were the ones that came down and trained with me on a Wednesday last year. So they were like, this was so much fun, and like and they brought it back to Arlington, and so just kind of stayed in touch with them, and I'm super excited that they got that going. Like, he's crazy positive. Like, he's a very positive. He sees the sumo community for what it is, and is like, I want in on this. And I'm glad that he finally did his first tournament. And so we'll probably see a lot more of him.
I hope so.
What was his name?
Neri, like Neri, I think that's what they were saying. But no, he was really good and like super surprised me. I didn't quite know what to expect because I thought like, oh, well, if he's only been doing sumo for a little bit, I was like, well, let's see what happens. And then like, boom, just immediately bested me. But he got low, he knew how to work with his center of gravity. I could tell he's done some sort of martial arts before, just kind of like how it feels.
They do jujitsu.
Okay, that makes sense.
And Sambo, don't they?
Sambo? And Sambo, yeah.
And Sambo, yeah.
Yeah, I could tell he had done something. I mean, because some of the sumo movements were like, and I don't mean this in a bad way. I would mean like a little bit rough, a little bit unpolished, I guess. Like it didn't have that beautiful form, but the form he did have was brutal and it was effective. And like, I think that whole crew of dudes, like they showed up hard. Like I was like
they really
super impressed by those guys.
Yeah, they didn't shy away from the tachi like new people usually do.
Yeah.
Their technique wasn't great. They just didn't stop. They just fought hard, and that was what made them like pretty successful for a new group.
Yeah,
and actually consistently in every weight class, they didn't shy away from the tachi.
No, Jonathan Martinez, is that?
Yes, that's the guy with the rash guard, like the long. Yeah,
he's the guy that impressed me because I should have had him like nothing, like easy. Because right at the tachi, I knocked him senseless. And then I turned him around and grabbed him and I started dragging him like out. And I was like, oh, this is over. And then he just literally ran.
He ran. I remember that one. I was like,
at first
Caleb, it's not over.
And I was like, wait, why am I doing this? And I just kind of like shook my head. I was like, I'm just going to wait.
The yakety sax playing,
That was a funny ass match. I would like.
Yeah,
like Hakuho and Kobizaru.
Yeah, I know.
And the best thing, I'm putting up the clip right here. The best thing is even better than my shake head. Like I don't know what you're doing. I'm just gonna wait. Justin screaming, and he forgot where he was, so he just kind of moved in front of the camera, just yelling. And somebody was like, "Justin, you're in front of the camera."
You know how I get. I get. I'm sorry.
But I felt what you were trying to tell me. I knew he was doing the left thing, but like I tried it before you told me, and he like caught it. So I waited for him to be like more committed to like being like pushing on that right leg. So I just threw him down.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I saw him favoring that side. I was like, drop him on this side. I was like, drop him.
Yeah, I knew it was going to happen. Just the first time I tried, he didn't get it, and I didn't want to do it like really soon. I just waited until he really committed. Oh man, but yeah, he was. I was impressed with that guy too. I was like impressed how hard he went. And
especially his tachi against Robert Westbrook, like their fight, like he just went straight for it, because sometimes like whenever I fought Robert for the first time, I was like a little bit with my tachi. He didn't give a fuck. He was like.
Y'all, you especially and other guys, y'all need to hit Robert. He's not going to get better until y'all start like.
Oh no, I'm planning on it. It's just like I have to get myself in that mindset, and the more that I fight him, the more that I'm going to just be like more confident to just go for it. And I just got to work on my explosiveness. Damn it!
Yeah, because that was his biggest weakness, and he's going to be much better. Right now, he has no real skills in sumo. He's just using his size and strength.
Yeah.
But you can see, like he
kind of consumes a tachi and then works from there.
And then he's kind of like, and I'm like, dude, if you learn any skills in this, you're man.
Yeah.
He polishes up his form, and yep.
Yeah, I was disappointed. I really wanted to fight him. He got third place. Robert did. Second place was Kyle, and first place was
Kamal.
Kamal got first place.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the second time. He got first place when he came down from Texas Classic.
Yeah.
They showed up for Dallas because they know Tom, and Tom wanted to get them there because they like Tom a lot, and they like Texas guys a lot. So they came down for the Texas Classic a couple years ago, 2021, and they came down for this. So
Is that ours?
What happened?
I don't know. Y'all are
I was just thinking I have to pee too.
It's hilarious.
Yay!
It's quite a nice picture.
It's a nice photo. So. It looks like y'all were just kind of posing out of like a family. Oh,
there you are.
You're always kind of like,
I don't know what happened.
that's my favorite shows. I mean, I love Grand Sumo because of all the stats they bring out. I love Sumo Kaboom because they're so sweet, and I like how they talk about wrestlers' butts all the time. It's fantastic.
I know, right? Like during the stream when Lori started talking about like sumo butts, and Bruce was like,
Lori just straight up, yeah, she was straight up like, she was like, let's talk about men's butts. Like straight up, that's what she said. Bruce was like, but
dude, I love her so much more now for that.
He like tries to keep it all like, oh, let's keep it all professional. It's just like, let's talk about men's butts. I'd have totally, if I was sitting there next to her, I'd have been like, all right, Bruce, listen.
But I was telling Matt the other day, like, they're basically like the wine-aunts of sumo.
That's a great description.
Yeah.
I love him so much.
Taylor were like the drunk uncle sitting on a porch talking about sumo.
What does that make us then?
We're just the raged out punk rockers at the party that's like, you gotta watch sumo!
Yeah!
That was funny. I love the fact that Bruce is really good. Like he called out the names of stuff way faster than I could have. Like I know the names of all the sumo moves and stuff, but like usually when I watch, I have to think, okay, that's this, that's that throw.
Yeah, that was really well done.
He was doing it like bam, like he didn't have to translate in his head like I have to.
He was like, boom, oh, that was an excellent Yoritoshi. Oh, that was a good. I was like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah, like he was hitting fast and hard. I also I love that he called me out. Everybody kind of really likes me, which I appreciate. But like when I'm done with sumo, everybody's all like, hey, you did fantastic. And I'm like, no, I didn't. No, you were amazing. And then I'm like watching him in the open, and I came up in the open, and Bruce is like, I think Caleb underperformed in the heavyweights. I think he did a lot better. Thank you.
I think Caleb underperformed a little bit in the men's heavy. He's got a lot of mass, and he wears it very low. He's got a long torso. He's got short legs. It's a great body for sumo.
Yep.
So I think that if he can keep himself balanced and doesn't square his feet, Tachiai, he's under the armpits and he's lifting.
That
That
was
is
beautiful.
perfect.
Winner,
Absolutely
Caleb Backus.
perfect.
Thank you. Bruce. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Thank you, Bruce.
Honesty is really valuable, you know?
I agree. I agree. I mean, if I really suck ass, Justin will tell me.
Yeah. Yes. I will let you know.
And Murray, but Murray doesn't come to the damn tournaments anymore. But okay, so heavyweights were fun. By the time we got to open weight, that's when it was 107 degrees. Justin already taking the fuck off. He was like,
Yeah.
He was like, screw this heat.
Shit.
I was gone. I apologize. I was like, okay, we gotta get back. I need like there was nowhere to escape to like AC. Like it was bad. So I apologize, Corey, but yeah, we had to get in a car to somewhere with AC.
Yeah, I got heat exhaustion right at the very end. I got all dizzy and my hands were all red and I got tunnel vision. I was like,
We just drove up the street to the Taco Bell and sat in the lobby for a little while afterward, eating some burritos. Man, that is the absolute best human invention of all time is indoor air conditioning. I don't care what anybody else says. I fucking love that shit. Smartest move we have made as a species.
burritos close second. Burritos are a close
burritos
second.
too.
Sweatpants. I think a human civilization has been built up over 1,000 years that we can invent sweatpants and wear them. Because there's nothing more comfortable than just wearing some sweatpants and being like.
But have you tried leggings?
Yes.
And you still prefer the sweatpants?
I don't know. I got junk that says differently, but for the most part, I'd rather have my junk hanging a little bit more. talking about the Open. The Open.
Yeah.
Justin dropped out. Jarrett, he was there, but he stopped wrestling. Robert left. Robert Westbrook left. A lot of people dropped. A lot of people dropped out.
Yeah.
I don't blame him.
It was still a great match. We saw Matt beat Corey. That was exciting. I was really about that. Right before the match, I was like, Matt, just use your size. And that's exactly what he did. I'm just going to use my size. Beat you, Corey.
Iron Man started playing in my head. The Sabbath song, not the,
Oh, man. Brandon McLeod, though, that dude,
He went
like,
off.
man, like, I didn't quite know what to expect. I was like, okay, I've seen this guy, work. This guy's pretty fucking, he's got some skill, but he locked my arm. Like, the second that, like, we just kind of, like, clashed. It's like, he choked the shit out of my arm.
An anaconda.
Seriously, it was just like, and I was like, oh shit. And then he just kind of fucking just swung me around, and I was trying to resist. And I was like, okay, all I have to do was just push him out, just drive him out. Hell no. He was like, just plop my ass down. I was a sack of potatoes to him. No, that, like, I was like, hell yeah. Cause like feeling his arm strength, feeling like how, like, the movements, he's practiced those movements. He knows his shit. I'm like, man, I gotta get to where I can just react like that. That's fucking cool.
That was a good flop. That was fun.
When y'all walked up to each other and you see Brandon, who's like a tiny little person, and then you as a mountain of a man, and you're just like, oh. It was such a good, like, I should have taken a photo. If I wasn't like covered in sweat, and I probably would have, because it was just a beautiful thing to look at. It was like that awesome photo of Kanishki sitting there with that kid pushing that guy.
Oh yeah.
I had some fun matches in Open. I love Open because people relax a little bit more and they want to win, but it's a different kind of win.
Yeah.
I had this fantastic match with JJ. JJ came out full on me, and it was like wrestling. Well, Justin. It was like wrestling Justin. It was like me trying to move, keeping one hand off, because he already got one hand on the belt. So I just kept the other one off. And then I tried to reach the belt, and he kept my hand off. And we went back and forth and around until finally I got him to take one step out. And I was so excited. And I thought to myself, man, that's just like when I wrestled Kisser. I swear to God. I bowed out and I walked around, and Cal Ferreter came up to me and says, I've watched you wrestle Justin 1,000 times, and I feel like that was just that right there. And I was like, you're right, Kyle. You are right. You also killed me. It was a long-ass match, and I was like, I'm done. And I'm not saying my next two matches were Kyle and Angel. I probably would have lost them anyway, but I had no energy to even, like, contest them. They just drove me out. I was done. That 170-degree weather, I had nothing left. But again, Kyle loves to do it. He did it at Nationals in Austin. He won Open. Kyle Feller is a beast of a young man. He was at the beginning my rival, and I thought we were going to go up together. And I've gotten so much better. And I was like, I'm going to get a win. But I got better. Like, he was like right here, and I got better. And he got better, like way the hell. I should have known. He's 20 years younger than me. They have bigger jumps. You have bigger talent jumps when you're freaking young. Dang, he's gotten so good. He's fast. He hits hard. His arms flail around to get in the right position. He is so good.
And he's how old now?
He's now 22, 23.
Well, I thought he was like 30, maybe.
No,
What the hell?
God, he could be my son.
Young as hell.
He could be my son. I'm 40.
Yeah, same.
I'm about to turn 43 in September.
Oh, see, look at us being like, grown adults and having grown adult conversations.
Except for my sippy cup.
Every
That
time
was
you sip, you have to
fucking
do
adorable.
that.
I am such an adult.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yes, it was exciting. It was fun. Khalil fought his butt off and got third.
He did.
Which gave him the
You got the Fighting Spirit prize.
Spirit prize.
Thank you. Which I thought he deserved. Like I said, he has a lot of drive. I just wish he'd push some of it to warming up and stretching.
Yes.
But sit out for a while, big man. I know you love to fight, but sit out for a little. I want to fight you again, but I also want you at your best. I don't want you when you're not at your best. I won't feel like I've done anything. So
yeah,
I hope you sit out for a little bit.
I'm bummed I didn't get the. I wanted the technique prize.
Yeah, I went to JJ.
I know, but who else do that? Like the God, what do you even call that? That outer thigh, like an outer thigh leg sweep.
Outer thigh.
I don't know. I pulled some solid moves. God dang it!
You did.
Who is that?
You fought in the open. Took me on.
Yeah, I could have fought in the open. Yeah, well.
Wasn't there some guy who came over from the armored battle
Thank you. I'm gonna look at
area? Yeah, the fucking red panties guy.
Monty
Cowbeck. Monty Cowbeck. He was one of the.
Yeah.
There's a thing if y'all have not seen it.
Sounds like a night.
People dress up in full knight armor and beat the crap out of each other with real dull weapons, like real weapons, but they're dull swords and axes and shit. And it's fantastic to watch. Me and Justin first watched it in 2020 at FitCon Utah, and we were like, "Holy shit, this is awesome!"
Yeah,
it looked like it would be a lot of fun if it weren't 107 degrees outside.
Yeah, that's why I think I actually talked to one of them. They didn't get to do their matches or whatever, or their thing over there or whatever, because it was, dude. I mean, if we were hot and we're naked, those dudes. I mean, they would.
They didn't even have shade. Yeah.
Yeah, they fought a little bit. I know that because Nicole and Simone stopped watching sumo and they went to go watch them for a little while. But yeah, that guy Monty bought a Lone Star Sumo shirt, which made me all sorts of happy. Me and Tom were like, woo!
Hell yeah. And he wasn't bad in the ring either.
Leather and armor, and he was in his red underwear, and I tied his
red underwear.
Yeah, I tied his Mawashi on, and I was all proud of it because I was like, oh, perfect time. Come out there and get the ass, dude. First match. Throws his leg up and sweeps a guy, takes him down, and everybody went.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I mean, you gotta be pretty diesel strong to like carry around like metal armor all the time, and like
and swing a big heavy sword at people and shit. Yeah.
You gotta be fit. So I mean, he's built for this, and it's funny that he does what he does. I don't know, medieval fighting, and his name is Monty.
Yeah.
I mean,
you kind of just want to use a British accent, don't you? What you're talking about?
Yeah. So if he sticks around with sumo, his fucking nickname has got to be Monty Python.
Yeah.
It's gotta be Monty Python.
The way he fought, though, it looked like he might have had some sort of background in some sort of martial arts.
More than likely.
Of some form. Like, that's not all he does is just dress up in fucking quilts and fucking pots and pans and shit and then hit people with swords. Okay, he's got to be doing like some fucking jiu-jitsu or something. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. Some of those medieval European martial arts really are comprehensive fighting systems, you know. But
yeah, it's just that, unlike Japan, that like really worked hard to save those art forms. When the gun came around, Europe kind of lost a lot of its martial arts that they had. They had some good ones, like really good ones. When we've gone back and looked at it, like sword fighting, just been amazing. But
yeah,
most of them disappeared. Sadly, we didn't keep them around traditionally. Most of them, except for bare knuckle boxing. That's about
pugilism.
We love boxing for some reason. Punch somebody in the face.
That's something we've looked into as well. Is like other forms of like combat sports, or not necessarily sports, but you know, hand-to-hand combat traditions, I guess you can say, from like old Europe and from like other parts of the world. But like there was all kinds of shit.
There's a brutal one that actually I follow their Instagram. There's one in Africa. They're in a ring like a dohyo, but like, and one hand is like
their hands tied up.
Yeah. And so you're not only do you wrestle, but also you can like punch somebody with this like clubbed hand thing.
Yeah.
Dambe? Is it called Dambe?
Dumb
I don't
man.
know. I follow their
like that.
Instagram and I'm just like, that's fucking brutal.
And then they have lamb wrestling too, and like one of their big guys ended up getting into MMA recently. Rugrug.
Yeah, we've been following Rugrug for like some years, and then like we finally see his MMA debut. And I was like, oh my god, it's
And
Rugrug!
he's fucking good.
Lamb wrestling. I haven't heard of that before.
Oh, so it's in Senegal, and they have it's a lot like sumo, except you could have a closed fist strike, and there's not really a border. Like you don't really knock someone
It's
out
like
of
a
it.
sand pit.
Yeah. And so you win by knockout pretty much. And they wear, it's not really, what would you say, like little trunks, kind of like little underwears.
Yeah.
But it has like a belt on it too. So you could actually do like, belt style grappling.
Yeah.
That's
And
cool.
there's
Look up, just Google Senegalese wrestling. And
Yeah,
I will
lamb
do it.
wrestling is what it's called. But they have like ceremonies and stuff that they do, just like in like Grand Sumo and stuff as well. It's just more like traditional African religion and stuff.
Yeah,
instead
where
of
they have
Shinto.
like priests that they'll visit to make them like these potions that are supposed to like help them like be more ferocious or harder to grab onto or and so they have all these potions they douse themselves with, and they have synchronized dancing, which I am so
That is cool.
Yes.
I love whenever they may do their entrance ceremonies. They're just like have these moves. I'm like, yes, I want to do
Sumo
moves.
needs. That's what sumo needs.
Synchronized dancing.
There's another one in Korea that's fairly close to sumo called Suryum.
Oh, Sheetum.
Shirum.
Serum. Yeah. I like that too.
I do too.
To me,
Yeah.
it's a little flawed because you have to, you have to stay locked up and you're locked up on only one side. But I thoroughly, those dudes are fucking beasts. They actually won a Serum club follows Dark Circle Sumo. And they like a lot of our pictures too. I was like, yeah, Korea. Awesome.
You might. I just want to throw one out too. Dilemma, I believe is how it's pronounced. It's a Viking wrestling, and
Dilemma.
it's a lot like sumo too. There's a lot of belt grabbing and wrestling again because the way you win is similar. You have to get them to the ground, but at that point is where it gets different because you have to then find a way to stand up while they're still on the ground to win the match.
Oh,
If you rest on the ground, you have to break it and then get up onto your feet before they get up on their feet. If y'all both get up at the same time, you gotta continue wrestling.
You gotta keep going. Damn.
that's brutal.
Yeah.
That's a long match. Yeah.
I
I'm like,
learned that.
stay down.
We need to start bringing some of these back. That sounds fucking brutal, dude.
Oh, one of the ones that I've been super interested in, but I haven't really seen is collar and elbow wrestling.
Oh yeah.
Where does that originate from?
I think it's from
Is
Ireland.
it Irish?
Yeah, they follow Mighty Eagle and myself. Yeah, and I follow them too. The Irish collar wrestling stuff. It's really because they wrap up here and they.
And then what do you you start from a collar, basically like a collar tie. And
like collar tie. It's a lot of collar tie stuff.
And then what?
And then
what's the rules of winning? Because
It's a pretty niche one. I'm not really sure myself.
Yeah, we're still trying to figure out the rules of it. But
right, I'll go down a rabbit hole.
You can find Irish collar and elbow is what it's called.
Collar and elbow
on Instagram.
I'll find them.
They have a bunch of stuff on there.
And the shillelagh arts.
I
like those two.
Oh wait, guys! We were talking about Cowboy Cup.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's right.
We gotta wrap this up.
All right. But no, seriously, like I think Neri, Jonathan Martinez, Robert Westbrook, Khalil, fucking like those guys stood out to me the most, like in heavyweight. And then when we got to open, it was just like it was chaos. It was just like you didn't know what to expect. You didn't quite know who was gonna win. And I thoroughly
Tejas.
Yeah, it was chaos and Tejas. But no, I totally got my ass flopped by JJ, and that was cool. I I could feel myself flying in the air. It felt like, and I was like, "Holy shit!" I thought maybe I had that in the bag for a split second. Hell no. Hell no.
I would say all 4 of my losses, because it was double elimination. So in the heavyweight and open, all of them were against Kyle and Angel. Those guys, I promise, guys, I'm gonna work my ass off. I'm gonna come for you. I'm gonna get to y'all's level. I'm not there yet, but I will get to y'all's level.
Me too. Damn it.
Yeah, we were getting in there because y'all are the guys I'm shooting for at the moment. I mean, I want to shoot for y'all, and then I want to shoot for Jose and Robert. But right now, I gotta get to y'all first.
Man, I know it sounds so silly, but like I was just super like starstruck. I was like, oh my god, that's Angel De La Torre. Because like, see like interviews and like see the videos, I was like, holy shit, that guy's badass. And then seeing him in person, it's just like
not just by him either. Like I remember when we first got there, and you were like, oh my god, that's Caleb over there. I've been wanting to meet that guy for so long.
I was like, holy shit, there's Caleb.
And then that's the first fight you ended up having.
It was poetic.
I'm telling everybody from now on, I popped your cherry. I popped
it. That's fun. That's how I'll be like,
I wasn't gentle.
I was saying he wasn't gentle.
He doesn't like it gentle anyways.
Okay, going back to it. The way I close this out is I always, when we talk about Texas tournaments, I talk about the Texas State Championship. So, for those who don't know, the Texas State Championship is a point system for Texas Rikishi in Texas tournaments. It's only Texas tournaments. It doesn't count for any of the like nationals or anything like that. And right now, we just do the main 4 plus wins. So we do Texas Classic, which next year will be Met. It'll be the Mighty Eagle Team Tournament. We do the Constance Cup, the new Cowboy Cup we just had, and the new Houston one, which is going to be the Texas Open, the Texas Sumo Open. And after this tournament, let's start with the girls. Nicole shot way the hell ahead. I think she's at 49 points, and no one's even close to her. I'm sorry, I didn't explain it yet. So this is how you get points. I apologize. If you show up to a tournament, you get 5 points. Big thing.
Texas tournament.
Oh shit.
The Texas tournament. Just showing up. That's important. Just show the hell up. Then you get 1 point for every win you have, and you get a point for third place, 2 points for second place, and 3 points for first place. Simple. Past winners have been like last year, Justin Kizzard. Yay! Oh, he's gonna pull it out.
I always.
Nice.
Look at that. Had to give it the Vanna White treatment.
Cole won last year, and she's at 49 points. I think the closest to her is Esty at like 36 or something. She is just dominating the shit out of women right now. And guys, it's a little closer. It probably wouldn't have been if Steve had stayed around. But with Steve out of this tournament, the guy who jumped ahead is Jared Tadlock. I believe 26 or 29. I should have had the points out in front of me. I did not. I already took them out. But he's ahead. Close behind him in second place is Chad. Chad New from Dark Circle Sumo has 20 points.
Pew, pew, pew.
And then tied for third right now at 18 is Justin Kizzard and Caleb Backus. We're tied at 18 right now. This is the unofficial points.
I should have stayed and did that tournament.
That's true.
Well, I'm tied with Caleb.
You got 3 wins, and you won your first 3 matches in lightweight, and then you lost your next 2, which gave you like, because we both had 8 points, and then you got 5 for showing up, then 3 for the 3 wins, and you got 2 for the silver place you got, which got you 10 points and hit you 18. I didn't place because I stayed open. I had 3 wins and then 2 wins, which gave me 10 points, and I'm still with you. Thank you for being too hot and leaving.
All I needed was 1 win in the open.
That's right. That's all.
Oh, well.
But yeah, so we got 2 more tournaments come up. We got Constance Cup, and we have the Texas Open to decide who wins.
Oh, no. Wait. We also have in November The Houston Tokyo night market.
Nice.
No, that's the Texas Open.
I really want to try to.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Sorry. Yes, it is the Tokyo Night Festival, but he's gonna
Call it the Texas Open.
Call it the Texas Open.
Got it.
Which is cool because it's both open to people, plus it's all open weight. So I think it's a really cool thing to call it the Texas Open.
Nice.
I think it's really cool, right? Texas Sumo Open sounds awesome. We can promote the shit out of that. That sounds awesome. That's
like
what we're about.
It's just like our own little self-contained fucking like sumo league almost.
Yes, it is exactly what it is.
And I love that, you know, we get the Californians, Floridians, New Yorkers, or whoever, you know, is flying down or traveling down there. It's so fucking cool to just see everyone converge, and all these faces, you know, I've just seen on videos or like the internet. I got to see it like real life, and like I'm hooked. You guys don't understand. Well, maybe you do understand, but I am hooked now, and this is my life now.
Yeah, no, trust me. Trust both of us.
Yeah.
What do you think we do all the time? Me and Jeff drink and talk
This is
sumo.
why my wife hates
Star
me,
Trek.
and I sit here and I obsessed about sumo all the fucking time.
Dude, you guys are really responsible for like growing sumo, like exploding sumo, I should say. Not just in Texas, I think, but I think it's had a ripple effect across the rest of the country and maybe even beyond that. So kudos to you for like the positive influence that you both have been, really.
Indirectly, both of y'all are responsible for me, you know, finding sumo and getting involved in sumo. So if it wasn't for the ripples that y'all created, I'd probably still be trying to shop for an oversized gi somewhere.
Mainly what we just did, honest to God, is we appreciate that. All we did was like show people. No one was showing anybody.
Like,
no one was getting online and saying, here's a
this
video.
is awesome.
Isn't this awesome? Look at us practice. Watch our tournaments. Isn't this fun? Don't you want to do that? That's all we fucking did. And then everybody just started coming.
Because nobody was, I mean, really, ever since I started sumo and beyond, like, nobody was really doing that. Nobody was like filming tournaments and like, or live streaming or any of that. Like, it blows, it just like, it was like, why are you making it harder we want like show everyone how awesome sumo is? There's phones, there's cameras, there's the interwebs.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight up. Like I told y'all at the thing, and Tom started coaching 2 exits away from me in 2009. I could have started this at 30 instead of 40. I could have started this at 30. How good have I been? I would have been pretty damn good at that point. God damn.
Yeah.
I've said it before. Sometimes people just need to feel like they have permission to do something they already want to do. And if there are people out there doing it themselves, being an example and encouraging others to do it with them, it's as simple as that. That's all you really need. And you might not realize how big of an impact it's going to make in the moment, but like, look at what's happened now. Texas is probably, outside of like California and Hawaii, one of the biggest like states for sumo currently. And that's
numbers wise for a state, we have probably surpassed California.
I bet we have.
I'm pretty sure
they got the medals right now, but we're close behind them, and we probably have the numbers.
Yeah,
we're killing it. Oh, but yeah, love it. Oh, love it.
Yes.
So, I'm about to finish my drink. That means we're going to wrap this up. We've actually talked for like 2 freaking hours now.
Oh shit!
Damn.
We should probably go walk the dog too.
Oh shit! Yeah, she's gonna poop on herself.
I really enjoyed having you guys on Sumo Punx. I would love to do more stuff with you guys.
Hell yeah! This is seriously like the funnest.
And so for the next one, you're gonna see us soon. Me and Justin, we will have to have a preview next month. Hopefully, we'll find a way to do it around the World Games.
Around the World Games? Jeez Louise.
And but we have to talk about Asayama coming back, and we have to talk about the new. I just found out today that there's a guy starting a program to give people, the teenage sumo wrestlers, a way for them to get a high school diploma. We gotta talk about that. That sounds
yeah, yeah. I did read about that today too. That's pretty cool. Like the sumo high school or whatever.
Yeah, we literally just talked about that. How they need to get degrees. So yeah, so we got a lot of stuff to talk about. We just gotta find the time. Come back and see us, and check out Sumo Punx. They are fun. You can find them on YouTube. You can find them on Spotify. You can find them on wherever your podcast.
Apple Podcasts.
We're podcast herpes, pretty much. You know?
Yeah.
Justin, we have that too. We're just stuck. Branch out like these guys.
Yeah, we gotta spread like herpes.
All right, so this is my last drink. This is you, Sumo Punx, and to all you Sumo fans out there, and all you guys who fought really hard at the Cowboy Cup.
Yeah, cheers.
Yeah.
Water.